of our local, regional and international viewers throughout the world, wherever you may be, a very warm welcome to another edition of the program, Conversations with Zalisa. Rather, it's Insights. It's Monday morning.
Yes.
Insights empowering you, and with Robin Kissoon. So to all of our viewers on Synergy TV, all of our viewers on the Caribbean Showtime Television in Canada, all of our listeners on the new U975 FM, Multicultural Radio, Facebook and YouTube, a very warm welcome. Thank you so much for choosing us. I am Zalisa Budusing Urupani, inviting you to sit back, relax, enjoy. Get your pen, get your paper, get your phone so you could take notes and telephone numbers that will be helpful for you and your loved ones. Directing this morning and in Master Control, Akua George, we'd like to wish each and every one of you a marvelous day today. It's the beginning of another work week. It's the 23rd of January 2023. Can you believe it? 23 days old. I was just saying that on radio. And of course, if you're celebrating a birthday today, happy birthday. If it's your anniversary, happy anniversary to you and yours. Let's quickly go to our quote for today, coming to us with the kind compliments of ZMB Communications Limited. And it says, "My goal is not to be better than anyone else, but to be better than I used to be." I love this. It's not about a competition, about being better than anyone else, but it's being better, making yourself new and improved, always, being better yourself, growing. I love this. It's really nice, Akua. Thank you very much. It's quite tasteful. And it came to us with the kind compliments of ZMB Communications Limited. Let me say good morning to the management and staff of Trinity Service Center Company Limited. They are located at 7 Main Road, St. Mary's Village in Karapi, Chima. Their telephone 3520469. And of course to the management and staff of Agni Puja Store. They've got a gift shop as well. So you could not only get your puja items, but your gift items as well. They are conveniently located 25 St. Helena Village in Piarco. Telephone 6695058. This program will not be possible without our dear sponsors. So we thank you kindly for being part, of our programming as we continue to inform, educate, and empowers our listeners and our viewers near and far. Let's say good morning and a very warm welcome to Life Coach, the man himself. Robin Kissoon, good morning, my friend, and welcome.
Good morning to our viewers. I'm looking at you today, and I'm seeing, how sometimes we can be so out of touch, And when you started, it's conversations, and it's insight, But it's fun,
my day starts at 4 a.m. every morning.
Right.
And so I've got a schedule that I'm always on the go. I'm always doing things. I'm always getting things in place. Then I come in here very early, and I take over radio from 9. Then some people ask, how do you do it?
Yeah,
well, I do it with the grace of God.
Yeah.
There are days that, it's smooth sailing, and there are days that just things will come your way. Yeah. But you've got to learn to multitask.
Yes,
and if you want to get and manage your time correctly, you're quite correct. But it's one of those days. But nevertheless, I get the opportunity to sit with you and, continue to share light and information to our listeners and our viewers near and far.
You said manage your time, and I would like to say manage your emotions too, because health and wellness is important as you go through all of these things.
Yeah.
Sometimes we forget to put ourselves first.
Very true.
Right? So the goal, we want to achieve a goal, and it's about getting something done. And we forget about ourselves. And I want to say to the audience today, without you, no goal is possible. So it's important that you put you first, you focus on you, you make sure that you are up there, you are feeling good. I always say feeling good is feeling God. And, once you start generating those amazing emotions where you start feeling so empowered, so beautiful, so special, I see everything else as falling in line. And it can do that effortlessly without you even realizing how effortless this process is.
Yeah.
And, no matter what the challenge is, it always works out. this is beauty about life, you know.
Yeah,
No
that's
matter
true.
what it is. It could be financial, it could be romance, it could be your health. Something always happens that gives you the assurance that, hey, it's okay.
Yeah.
You know, and so I just want to continue today along the line that we were talking last week and the week before about knowing thyself. And today, Zalisa, if you don't mind, I would like to divert our attention a little bit and focus on well, you know, SEA is coming up at the end of March, I believe it is. Right. And, you know, many students across the nation is going through their final preparation for this important phase in their life. For them, it can be very challenging because why? A lot of parents put so much pressure on their children. We forget that they are children and they are also going through their own challenges.
You're so correct.
Whether it is to study, to remember, you know, to go in class and face up to peer pressure. You know, so much is happening in their little minds and we forget about them. I went last week, Friday, and I gave a nice little talk to a group of SCA students. And, you know, when I asked who is ready for exam, you know, nobody raised their hands. And that was interesting.
Yeah.
You know, and I said, why? Why are you all not ready? And, you know, the talk that started coming up, well, you know, it's fear. You know, I am fearful that I will not get my first choice.
Yeah.
Some people say that they're nervous because they don't think that they are fully prepared. Some people thought that they were not good enough. Some people figured that they are not intelligent or bright enough.
Yeah.
And like that, it was a set of children here now helping me to understand what they were going through during this period. So I would like us to...
I would love to delve into that. And the truth is, sometimes it's just because of the pressure that parents, their own parents and family members put these kids through. And I wish, and perhaps they're not aware of it. Because being a parent, myself, you're also a parent of very successful children, did exceptionally well. But sometimes we are not aware of the pressure we put our own children through by simply the things that we say or actions or what we do, and we're not mindful of it. And it's because we want what is best for our children at the end of it. But with that being said, allow me to say congratulations to the Gandhi Memorial Vedic School. One of their students placed first in the SCA last year. And very soon I'm going to interview that child here on the program, as well as radio and television, because I think it's important that, have you heard anything? It's sad that Trinidad and Tobago have not heard anything with regards to congratulating this child. And their sister school, which is the Avocat Vedic School, placed second. Absolutely nothing was heard on media or the papers, and that is sad and it's quite troubling. But nevertheless, we are going to highlight the success of these children.
When we say making a difference, right, that's where we can make a difference. You know, because we don't have to follow the same pattern. And we can highlight the things that we think is important.
It is important. It is to recognize these children and their great achievement, and perhaps they could share with us, you know, what was the pattern, the choices they made that led them and helped them and would guide others as well. So that's happening. But again, congratulations to the principal and staff of the Gandhi Memorial Vedic School. I'm extremely elated because my daughter also attends this school. And it was a brilliant choice to send her there. I mean, I admire the integrity of that school and their passion. Last week we had a meeting, they had a meeting and I attended, and I was really very pleased as a parent. It is important, again, of the schools that we choose for our children, you know. So I'm happy that you've decided to elaborate on this a little bit, because very often, Robin, as you know, sometimes parents they've got a goal, and they've got dreams, and they allow that to die in order for their children's dreams or to maintain their kids to take birth.
Yes,
and with that, we feel as parents, oh, because I did not achieve this, or I wanted to be a doctor, I wanted to be a lawyer, I wanted to do this, I wanted to be a singer, I wanted to be an artist. This is what my child should do.
Right.
But I think we need to realize as parents that we are our own individuals, just like your children, and allow them to blossom and be who they ought to be in life, not whom we want them to be.
That's right. And I was going to talk about that, because what we forget as parents is that children come with their own mind, they come with their own passion,
and their own gifts as well.
Yeah, their own gifts. And as we say, just as we feel our destiny is sort of pre-planned or written, so we come here and we are going through life and life experiences, the same is for them also. And if we try to live our lives through our children, and I say that because I've seen too many times just what you said.
Yeah.
Because I couldn't be a doctor, I want my child to be a doctor. Every single thing that we did not achieve, and we have children, we put them through so much stress because we want them to do all the things we thought we should have done, but we couldn't do. So we start pushing our children. So we want them to go music, we want them to go dance, we want them to go swimming, we want them to go karate. The list just goes
well,
on, right?
I would say it's been proven that extracurricular activities do boost your children. That's been proven, like playing a musical instrument and dance. And I would have seen that over the years from very successful people, that they were balanced and they learn how to manage time. And they're not only just book, lessons. The principal, Mrs. Gosain, was saying last week, and I agree with her, that parents want to send their children for extra lessons, 2 and 3 different, but it's very confusing to the mind of the children, especially when they're not the same pattern as what's happening in the school, and that confuses the mind of your children. Lessons is good, but you have to know where to stop.
The extra activities too is good.
Excellent,
But one of the problem about it is that it soon becomes a competition also. So when you take the child away from having fun, because this is what singing, dancing, the karate or the swimming should do for a child. It should make them explore their own potential and, blossom into their own self, their own beingness, right? And we take that away from them. When we carry them to the music, now we start competing with the other students there, right? And then they may have exams or whatever. So it takes away now the fun and the joy that it is supposed to bring to the individual to help them to free up their mind.
Right.
And it starts becoming stressful, because I've seen children who started off really good and then hate the very things that they love. It's like if you say to me...
Oh, so is it because that there's no balance?
No balance.
Yeah. And that's where the parents would need to observe and be aware of their children and their emotions and how they express themselves.
Do it, learn through fun, right? I was saying that to the students in class. Change from having a pressured mindset that I have an exam. Exam day, change it to fun day. I'm going to have fun, right? So I'm going to learn through having fun. And as I do this, I will also improve myself, because having fun means that I can continue to blossom in my own way, at my own pace. I also saw a girl, she's in secondary school, and she's going to write her, what you call that, CXC? Same thing, nervousness, fear. She thought she was getting anxiety and panic attacks, and I said, no, you're not, right? And just spend some time there talking with her and helping her, look, let's just refocus. You have so much time between now and exam. And if you come up with a nice little plan how you are going to work your subject areas, you'll be amazed how quickly you can finish it.
We've got to take a quick break and realize the time has gone by so quickly. And so let's say thanks again to the management and staff of Trinity Service Center Company Limited, Southern Main Road, St. Mary's Village in Karapi, Chaima, and Agni Puja and Gift Shop 25 St. Helena Village, PRCO. Let's go to these important messages. When we return, we continue our conversation with Robin Kissoon, life coach. And I'm sure all of the parents and grandparents and aunties and uncles and guardians, this is a program that you should all listen to and be aware. And, you know, if you find yourself in a space or doing things that you should not, then you'll be aware to change things so you'll get success from your children. All right, let's go to these messages.
Trinity Service Center Company Limited, specializing in oil and fuel filters for both diesel and gasoline applications, automotive parts and accessories, making of key duplicates, servicing of both residential and commercial vehicles, which entails but is not limited to oil and filter change, underwash, engine wash, shock oil treatments, and much more. Fleet maintenance services. Come on down and check us out at LP number 602 Southern Main Road, St. Mary's Village, Karapichaima. Find us on Waze. Contact us at 352-0469, 313-555-222-4098, or visit our Facebook page for more details. Open from Monday to Saturday, 7 a.m. to 5 p.m. and Sundays, 7 a.m. to 12 noon.
Agni Puja and Gift Shop, home to an extensive array of fine jewelry, books, authentic saris and all your puja needs. Telephone 669-5058, located at Caroni North Bank Road, St. Helena.
The Untold Truth, every Friday at 6 p.m. The journey has just begun with Master Eric. Zalisa. A new kind of podcast getting to the root of hidden knowledge. You can join us on Facebook, Conversations with Zalisa, TT, and YouTube, Master Eric. Your journey has just begun.
Welcome back to the program Empowering You, and of course it's Insights Empowering You, where we continue to shed light on areas that sometimes are quite sensitive and we ourselves are not aware that we are making simple mistakes that could create big problems that we could alleviate indeed. In conversation with life coach Robin Kissoon. And again, much thanks going out to the management and staff of Trinity Service Center Company Limited, Southern Main Road, St. Mary's Village in Karapichaima, and Agni Puja and Gift Shop, 25 St. Helena Village, PRCO. All right, welcome back, Robin.
Yes. So I was saying that we did a what you want to call a little open forum with the students, and I asked them to tell me all the things that they are going through, and I asked the teacher to write on the board the things, and they said that they are unworthy, they don't believe that they belong, they also believe that they're not good enough. They had so much fear. Some of them were getting anxious when they think about the unprepared. Some were feeling a little bit depressed, you know. So there were a number of things that the children were going through, and I then suggested to them how we can move forward, right, so that they can start getting more comfortable, more relaxed, and be ready for exam. And I would like to do that now, so that our parents can pay more attention to the children, because you must know your child. And
You
what
have to know
is
your child.
strange
Yeah.
that most people don't know their child.
But how could you not know your child?
You will
Is
be
it because
surprised.
you're diverting your energies elsewhere and not into your kids?
Well, right. One, you think that what's going on in your mind is the reality, right? So a lot of us, sometimes we look at our children and we say things about them, or we believe things about them that may not be so, right?
Can you
And
give
then-
us an example?
Okay, so I work with this I would say child because he was 20 something, right?
He was 20 something, he's a
20
young
something now,
man. Oh,
right.
he's now, okay.
Right.
He was a
And,
child when you were, okay, good,
No, but I
understood.
work out with him now.
Okay,
right?
all right.
And,
So he's a young man.
young man, and he have done every drug that you can think about.
Oh my.
Drug abuse in every aspect of it, right?
Okay.
So he tried everything. He said, listen, I will be frank with you. If it have any drug that I didn't try, it means that I just didn't hear about it or know about it. But anything you know, I know it, and I've done it, right? He got in trouble with the law. He can't work, he can't function, everything. So I says, so you want to heal? And he says, yes. I said, okay, I'll work with you. We'll make you the best you. And I would work with him every week. I worked with him for a few weeks. And when I started to question him, why did you do this? At the age of 10, he was already doing drugs.
At 10?
And the school was like that. You see, this is what parents
When
don't
you say the
realize.
school was like that, can you explain?
His colleagues in school were also doing the same thing as him.
And the
So
parents
he
were
was
not
being-
aware.
No.
What are you saying to me is that the parents, they had this 10-year-old child and they were not aware that their child was doing drugs?
No.
They should be jailed.
That's the point. We can say that. But when I asked the mother said, you know, she was so busy working to build her future, right? So she overlooked these things. That child was being abused in
So he
school.
was from a single parent home, because you
No,
talked to the mother.
no,
okay.
no.
So he had both mother
Both
and
parents.
father. He was
But
10 years
they were,
old.
They were working and caught up in accumulating things.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
So he was himself there. He was being bullied in school. His parents didn't know that. He couldn't go talk to them and tell them, look, this is what's happening. This is why I'm afraid to go to school. I don't want to go to school. So what he did, he went with the people who gave him comfort. And the people who gave him comfort was the one who was doing the wrong thing, and then started to appreciate him. So he said he started
So they
with-
showed him attention
and love.
and love.
In his vocabulary, love will be different to what we may say love is.
Okay.
But if you are not getting that attention, and people start showing you that, you start believing that is love. So he went there, and then the next thing they do, they start giving him little things. So it started off with the marijuana, you know, take a pull, and you'll feel good. And he feel good. And he said, yeah, well, I start to feel light and nice and feel like on top of the world. Okay? And then it led from that to other stuff. And his whole school career, he was caught up in drugs.
You are telling me this 10-year-old child who is still going to primary school
Yes.
was on drugs?
Yes. You know, parents don't like to hear this, right? We believe, and this is why it's so amazing, you know. I gave a talk in the South, and a principal of our school walked out, right? Because she was upset. She didn't like what I was saying. And when I said, you know what is amazing? If you bring your child to me, and I start talking to the child, they open up to me. They don't open to you. They don't tell you all what they are doing, you know. But because I give them that confidence that they can trust me, and I'm here as a support.
So then what would be your advice to
Parents.
parents right now? Guide parents. What do parents need to do to have that communication open,
spend
to be
time.
able, your children to be able to trust you, and you to be able to trust your children, and
Right.
have that conversation,
Yeah.
that your kids don't get lost and go to the wrong places or the wrong
Right.
persons for that
You-
love and attention,
right.
or being able to open.
First-
Why should one child be able to open up to you and not open up to a parent?
Parent.
What do parents need to
Because
do?
one, parents don't know how to handle situations. Most parents don't. When I talk to parents and I say, let's just look at your life. At 30 or 40, or some people now 50, your life is not in order. You have so much problems in your life, whether it is your marriage and relationship or your job, whatever, right? And you can't get it right. But you expect a 10-year and a 12-year-old child to get it right? Come on, man. Their brain is not even developed as yet. Okay,
but should it not be your duty and responsibility as a parent to ensure that your child is well-rounded? You should have conversations. You should be able to have that open floor to be able to communicate.
Yes, everybody will say, yes, I do that. Okay, I had a lady came with some problems she was going through, and she talked about her children. She had 3 boys. They had a plan for each one, what they want each child to be, right? And she told me they did very well. So I says, okay, yes, one was a doctor, one a pilot, one a teacher or engineer or something. So I said, okay, fine, they did very well, and we were talking. But she was now not well. Why are you stressing? Go back. So she was in a marriage that emotionally drained her. She was under so much abuse, mental, verbal, physical abuse.
And Robin, you're correct. There are people who are so caught up with the problems of their marriage or the problems that they are facing personally that they genuinely forget to put energy and effort into their children. And I agree with you there. I've seen that. Where all they were concerned about was fixing their problem and didn't have the insight to try to see what problems their children were facing and neglected them.
Sometimes the parents themselves don't feel empowered. You see, empowerment, we use the word empowerment. We feel everybody is empowered. But that's not so. Some people just toe the line. We have very good followers. In Trinidad, I will tell you this, and I will say it and feel quite confident to say it, that about 99% of us are followers. We just follow.
Yeah, we're not leaders.
We're not leaders. Okay? And in a home, a parent must become a leader. Right? If it's not the father, maybe the mother, but somebody must step up the game and become a leader. And that's not happening. So I'm telling you about this lady with the 3 children. So when she told me she was successful, she did agree with me talking. At 10 years too, her children were all already drunk. And she told
but how successful could she be as a person and as a mother when at 10 years her kids were drunk? I needed to hold that, and I want to elaborate on this when we return after this break. And I want to invite our listeners and our viewers, if you are in a situation, you're struggling as a parent, or you are having difficulties with your children, this is your opportunity to interact, share your concern. You can call us at 3847142, or you can send in your WhatsApp messages and I will read them to Robin and he will guide you accordingly. But this is where you come in, and the importance of understanding this program has been designed to help you. So feel free when we return to call in or send your WhatsApp messages, and Robin Kissoon will be more than happy to guide you accordingly. Let's go to these important messages, but first let me recognize our sponsors for today. Trinity Service Center Company Limited, Southern Main Road, St. Mary's Village in Karapi, Chaima. Agnes Puja and Gift Shop, 25 St. Helena Village, Piaku. This is their way of educating the public and giving back to the citizens of Trinidad and Tobago. So we've got to support these companies. Let's go to these messages.
Agni Puja and Gift Shop, home to an extensive array of fine jewelry, books, authentic saris and all your puja needs. Telephone 669-5058, located at Caroni North Bank Road, St. Helena.
Trinity Service Center Company Limited, specializing in oil and fuel filters for both diesel and gasoline applications, automotive parts and accessories, making of key duplicates, servicing of both residential and commercial vehicles, which entails but is not limited to oil and filter change, underwash, engine wash, shock oil treatments, and much more. Fleet maintenance services. Come on down and check us out at LP number 602 Southern Main Road, St. Mary's Village, Karapichaima. Find us on a Waze. Contact us at 352-0469 313 555 222 4098 or visit our Facebook page for more details. Open from Monday to Saturday 7 a.m. to 5 p.m. and Sundays 7 a.m. to 12 noon.
Welcome to the Antediluvian Nature Center of Life Extension and Health Recovery. Coming from the Garden of Eden, the Antediluvian Nature Center brings to you breakthrough medicines and anti-aging technologies for all ailments and diseases in the body, nutritional therapies, naturopathic treatments, as we create opportunities of hope and celebrate longevity. And remember, the healing is from God.
This is Full 100, an all-natural herbal dietary supplement formulated exclusively for men. Our proprietary blend was designed with one goal in mind: to improve your overall health, rejuvenating your vitality, energy, strength, and libido. Want to be at your peak performance in everything you do? Then get Full 100. Fast-acting, long-lasting, with no side effects.
Oh my God.
Visit Agri Savers Limited, number 19 Orange Grove Trace, St. Augustine, for all your agriculture, livestock, pet, agri-equipment, hydroponics, cannabis, fishing tackle supplies, and much more. Open Monday to Friday 7 a.m. to 5 p.m. and Saturdays 7 a.m. to 3 p.m. Contact 473-6074, 663-1094. Follow us on Facebook and Instagram.
Welcome back to the program Insights Empowering You, coming to us with the kind compliments of Trinity Service Center Company Limited, Southern Main Road, St. Mary's Village in Karapichaima, Agnes Puja and Gift Shop, 25 St. Helena Village, Piarco. Thanking them kindly for, making this program possible, not just here in Trinidad and Tobago, but throughout the world. And this question came in, Robin, welcome back, and it says, can a parent be disciplinary, a friend, a counselor, comforter? And this is coming in from abroad, from Miami to be exact.
Right, yes, you can be all of it. But if you try to be focusing only on disciplining a child, right, or a young adult, and it is seen by them as if you are trying to force something on them, then it can become detrimental. What you want to do is to win the confidence of the child first, right? And that's why, the part about being a friend, being a mentor, being even the parent, where you are much more loving and more embracing and understanding, that makes a huge difference. Now, people think it's hard to be that because you ask about your child that's now running and playing and whatever. One of the things parents need to do is to spend more quality time with their child. And some parents will tell me when I have sessions with parents especially, they will say, well, I do that, I spend time, and I try to find
What would you think, what is quality time?
Right, good. If you sit with a child and you go here with this, will that be quality time?
No.
Right. So your attention is not there. If you go home to your daughter and you start doing stuff and she's talking to you, Mommy, trying to tell you a story, something that happened, but you know, okay, you're just giving her hair, but you're doing your stuff. You think you can do both, right? You don't win the confidence of that child. But if you stop completely and you give that child 100% attention, so she knows that she have your eyes, your ears, your body, right? All of you is present with her. What happens to that child? She starts connecting to you. That's what we call a heart-to-heart connection. So it's not just hearing, right? It's not only not seeing, right? But now they go to the feeling component. So they can actually feel you, they can feel your emotions, you can feel the sincerity. When that happens, that is what connection is. People want to talk about, I'm connected to my child, we spend time, we laugh, we make jokes. That's not connection, It's a start.
Right.
But it is not the connection you're looking for. When that child can look at you and feel comfortable, when they can feel safe, right, that they can pour anything out to you, that's when the friendship, they start becoming a friend with you, right? But they will respect you if you have a position and you say, well, no, I don't like this, or what you're doing is not in the best interest for you and me, and can you stop it, right? They will.
What I try to do, because I think parenting is a job, it's work in progress every day. Every day. So as you grow with your children, you learn. But I also believe when you talk about communication and have that one-on-one, that openness, that's extremely important. What I also think is extremely important is that in terms of having a daily conversation, how are you, how was your day, what did you do in school, talk about your friends. And if I ask my daughter to do something, let's say she did something wrong, or something I did not like, and I corrected her, I also explain why, or I give an explanation. I don't just say, oh, it's because I am the mother, I am your, I try to give an explanation to show, and I ask questions based on it. So I say, what do you think about that? Do you think that was a good thing or a bad thing? What, I try to get her perspective on things as well.
So you hear, and that's important. You allow her to speak uninterrupted and let her share what she thinks. She don't have to be right. Many times we want to be right, and I'm trying to talk here to the audience so they can understand that don't want to be right. Okay, stop that for a while, suspend that for a while. What you want to do, you don't want to stop that child from talking and sharing. So allow them to speak and to speak freely and to tell you what's on their mind or what they did. You might realize that it wasn't the right thing they did, but that might not be the right time to tell them something about it. Okay, so you internalize it, allow them to process, but now you can share a different perspective. And you can say to that child, hey, what about this? If you had done this, whatever it is, you tell her, maybe if you had, if a friend said something and you felt upset and you didn't like it, you didn't have to hit out back at her, right? But if you tell her that, she may not understand that, okay? But you hear out, so she knows that she's being heard. Okay, this is what mommy and this is what she did, and that's why I did that. Okay, sure. By saying sure, you're not supporting the behavior, You're just giving her the confidence that it's okay to speak, right? As the child is speaking and telling you whatever, then the next thing happens where you now can simply say, oh, okay, I understand. But what about this? If you had done this, what do you think would happen? Or maybe now that you're in a better place, what do you think you could do different? And instead of you telling her what to do and what is right, you allow the child to explore possibilities. It opens her mind up to possibilities. The second thing that people forget, you are empowering this child to make decisions from now, at 3, 4, 5 years old. And people think they can't make? Yes, they can. Right? And as you help them to do that, that is what brings out the best side of them. So they know that there will be challenging situations. Their morals or values might be challenged and at times compromised, right? But it's okay because you are learning, you are growing, right? You are developing. I don't want to stop that. A simple thing that parents do that they don't even understand. A child is growing up and they go about touching things, interfering with things, moving things. What we just do?
Don't touch.
Right. Why?
Because it could get broken.
It could, right. So we are concerned that it could get broken. Sometimes we might be concerned about the child. Okay, if it breaks, it could get cut, right? And I'm saying, okay, yes, I understand that, right? But how do you expect this child to develop this brain that they have without going and exploring, touching things, feeling what it feels like, you know? Understand what I'm saying?
I'm understanding you because
I know. You are being challenged now, right?
No, now my daughter is quite disciplined to know not to touch. She's past that stage.
Right.
But she went through the terrible times where, you know, my husband was around then. That's before he died. And so when we would visit people and, you know, she would want to explore and touch, we'd have to give her a talk.
Yes,
ahead of time.
I know. I went through that with my kids, you know.
Yeah. But she's at the point now where she knows and understands. You know, I'm very proud of my daughter, to be quite honest. She knows now if she has her play area, that's her area to play. There's an area designed for her to do her schoolwork, so she concentrates on schoolwork, not in the play area, it's a different area. But she knows, Robin,
you develop
when she's finished playing in that area to pack up and clean up. And she knows after a bath to put her towel back.
Yes.
These are things I think parents need to teach their kids very young.
So if you don't have the time with the child to spend that time, and a simple thing, a plan of the day, and I like to tell parents this, with little children especially, it doesn't matter what age they are, start talking to them, hey, let's plan for tomorrow, right?
I truly believe in that.
Yeah, so what is the plan of the day?
I truly believe in that.
I'm going to wake up, and when I wake up in simple language, because they're young, I'm going to brush my teeth, and then I'm going to, whatever, shower. In simple language, you tell that child that, right? Two of you, and make that plan, right? At night, take a few minutes with your child and ask the child, so how did we do today? Right? Did the plan go well? And the child, and you can look at it. Okay, we said we'll brush our teeth. Did we do that? Yes, mommy, we did that. Okay, good. So you had a shower? Yes, we did that. You had your breakfast? Yes, mommy, we did that. So simple little things. What you are doing, you are training this child to become orderly. One, the brain is developing a pattern of thinking so that they know that if I plan things, right, and I execute, there will be times I wouldn't execute the entire plan, but it's okay. You let them know it's okay. So tomorrow we'll do different and we'll see if we can do better if we miss something today. And you help them to understand that it's okay. You are developing this child for life. This is the difference. So when they go into primary school now and they go to write SCA, the child is in a different frame of mind.
That's exactly what the principal said last week. Help your children to develop, help them to develop their own personality and their minds. Take them to different places, let them explore, let them have experiences, and this will help develop their intellect as well, even their vocabulary. You know, I choose a word from the dictionary and we spell it and make sentences every day, but we make it a fun time.
Right.
And
you know, the thing about it is that children want to be happy, you know. I don't know any child who do not want to be happy. Happiness is everything for them. Just make sure that they're happy.
Let's go to these messages. Look at the time. We're so happy talking about this, and I'm sure there are parents out there that are saying, all right, I'm going to make this change. I'm going to try. And I'm asking you to make that change and try. If you haven't been doing it, or if you have been, then hats off to you and keep up the great job. Much thanks again. Trinity Service Center Company Limited, Southern Main Road, St. Mary's Village in Karapi, Chaima, Agni Puja and Gift Shop, 25 St. Helena Village, Piaku. Let's go to these important messages when we return. Please, your calls, you can call us 3847-142 or send us your WhatsApp messages when we return. Stay with us.
Trinity Service Center Company Limited, specializing in oil and fuel filters for both diesel and gasoline applications, automotive parts and accessories, making of key duplicates, servicing of both residential and commercial vehicles, which entails but is not limited to oil and filter change, underwash, engine wash, shock oil treatments, and much more. Fleet maintenance services. Come on down and check us out at LP number 602 Southern Main Road, St. Mary's Village, Karapichaima. Find us on a Waze. Contact us at 352-0469 313 555 222 4098 or visit our Facebook page for more details. Open from Monday to Saturday 7 a.m. to 5 p.m. and Sundays 7 a.m. to 12 noon.
Agni Puja and Gift Shop, home to an extensive array of fine jewelry, books, authentic saris and all your puja needs. Telephone 669-5058, located at Caroni North Bank Road, St. Helena.
Super quality supermarket. Best quality and great prices. Get your fresh fruits, vegetables and meats. It's a one-stop shop for the most affordable groceries, baby items, kitchen supplies, bathroom accessories, car care supplies, pet food, toys and lots more, all at Super Quality Supermarket. Wide aisles, fully air-conditioned and secured parking. 3 locations nationwide: Couva Car Park, Couva, 98 Endeavour Road, Chagonas, and 47 Tissue Drive, Trincity. Super Quality Supermarket.
The Untold Truth every Friday at 6 p.m. The journey has just begun with Master Eric, Zalisa. A new kind of podcast getting to the root of hidden knowledge. You can join us on Facebook, Conversations with Zalisa, TT, and YouTube, Master Eric. Your journey has just begun.
Welcome back to the program Insights, Empowering You with Robin Kissoon, Life Coach. A program coming to us with the kind compliments of Trinity Service Center Company Limited, Southern Main Road, St. Mary's Village in Karapichaima, and Agni Puja and Gift Shop, 25 St. Helena Village, Piarco. Insights, Empowering You with Robin Kissoon, Life Coach. Robin, welcome back. Another question came in, and I want to read it to you because I think it's important. And it says, some children can sense when a parent is lying to the child, simply as saying there was no cookie at the supermarket. When they grow up, they remember. And some people speak baby talk to grown kids. What does the coach think about that? I have seen it.
Right.
What about telling your children it's okay to fail? Sometimes we can't always be first. So that's 3 different things I want you to address, because I think it's 3 very important questions.
Right. So the first one about the cookie in the store.
Saying that, oh, there were no cookies in the supermarket.
Right. The child know that you're not telling the truth.
Right.
And then later on you want that child to speak the truth.
So does it mean that they lose trust and faith in you?
So you see,
good.
thought, words.
Do not lie to your children.
Thought,
good.
words and actions. There must be a harmonization of all 3. Right? What you think, what you say, and what you do should always be aligned. It's like you telling the child, you know, smoking is bad. I don't want you to be smoking or drinking alcohol or something, right? But you with your friends smoking and drinking, and then you say, well, that's for me. I'm an adult. It's not for you, right?
You sending the children for the beers and the food. You sending them for the cigarette, and they probably lighten it and bring it to you. These are things that you're not aware of. You sending your child to wherever to buy
Buy it.
cigarettes and things like that. You telling your child, the phone ring, the child answer the phone, tell
I'm
them
not
I'm
home.
not here.
Yeah.
Mommy, daddy not home.
Yeah. So you teach them to lie, you teach them to twist the truth, and then later on when it backfires now, you want to know what did you do. So you are the creator of your reality, you know.
Ah,
right?
good.
So
we
that
got
definitely
through with that. Don't.
thing.
So we identify, do not lie to your children.
Yeah.
Be honest, upfront with them.
Yeah, if you didn't buy it, tell them, well, if you forgot, well, I forgot. If you chose not to buy it, simply say that to them. No.
What about people, baby talking, they're grown
Right.
kids?
A lot of people like to do that and think it's good. What we do is we can set limitations in with the person and the mind. Fastest way for people to grow and develop is to take them to our next level in their conversations. We learn most things through conversations that we are having, like what we had in discussion, right?
Right.
If you are in a circle that the conversation doesn't add value or it is not of substance, what you'll find yourself, how do you find yourself being? Think about that. You will be exactly like your friends. Show me your friends.
I'll tell you
who you are.
Yeah. Agree.
Right? It's the same thing with the child. When I'm talking, and I was telling you, my granddaughter is just 2 months, maybe a little more. But I'm already talking to her and telling her, my son don't know that, but I have the baby, and I'm saying to her, you are the universe, you know, and in this moment you are actually expressing yourself here with me.
Yes.
And I'm going to teach you to talk to me, but we're going to use the mind, okay?
Yeah.
And I'm telling her all these things because I know it's possible.
Yes.
I know it's possible.
Yeah.
I know she can read my mind and she can feel my heart.
Yeah.
Right?
Oh.
So
They
I start.
feel your emotions.
That's right.
Okay.
So I have this big, and they're telling me to put her down. You know, I said no. I walk away, and I have her, and I go, and this baby is sleeping in my arm, and I'm in some kind of world I can't explain.
Oh, she brings
Yeah,
so much
joy.
and peace.
This is the point. And I'm just here, and I'm singing while she's sleeping.
Aw.
You know,
Yeah.
that love, that bonding experience will stay with that child, right? And this is what people don't understand. It starts from the point of conception in the womb.
I agree.
Right?
That communication that you have.
Yeah.
What about telling your children it's okay to fail? Sometimes we can't always be first, and that brings us back to where we started. About the SEA.
And yes.
Is it okay to tell your kids, or do you tell your kids, I expect this from you, or you
No,
should?
don't expect anything.
So is it
What
okay
you do
then to
always-
say it's all right to fail?
Right. You remember?
Is it okay to say that?
Yes, it's okay, because you help them to understand that at some point in time, and this has happened to everybody, there was a time you would have failed in a subject matter.
Of course.
Or on the job you went to do something
Correct.
and you didn't do it the best,
Yeah.
and right?
We face
That doesn't make you a
challenges, yeah.
failure.
Okay.
It's a learning process. And some people, like if you read about Edison, who invented the light bulb, he failed, I think, 100 or 1,000
Yeah,
times.
late bloomer.
Right?
So let's jump straight into it. Your child get 50 out of 100 in a spelling test. I'm
Right.
just saying.
Yes.
Do you then say to your child, well, you better buck up and next time and you need to get 100 or whatever?
Right.
Or I expect better of you. Or do you tell your child, look, it's okay to fail, but I know you could do better?
Yes, this is the point. Reinforce the positive things. Okay, so look, instead of looking that you got 50% less, you can, as we say, half fill, the glass is half full or half empty.
Let me jump
right?
in here now.
Yeah.
Is it not also the parents' responsibility to ensure that their child learn the words so that they can do well
Right,
in
and
school?
sometimes we don't do that. We, in our busyness, don't give them the attention or support that they need. I was telling you about the child that came from the secondary school. There was never a time when I told her that she's not good enough, right? Or because I just sense her energy, and I felt that she's bright enough, and I wasn't fooling her. I know you could do this, right? And I have the confidence that you will go out there and you will do much better than you think, right? And it's the same thing with kids. When you reinforce what they are doing. Okay, so yes, you got 50%. Wow, okay, so good. Look, you got 50%. It's just 50% more to do, right?
And you could do it, that's what you say?
You could do it, yes. That's
should you not be angry? Should
No,
you not be
man.
angry if you know you
No.
tried? Wait, let me ask, because we're human beings,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Should you not be angry as a parent if you know you did that work?
Right.
The child was correct and they went to school and displayed 50% when you know their potential. Should you not say, I'm disappointed?
Right. We all like to do that because we think it is the best type of reinforcement that we can do. We pull up on them, as we say, to do the right thing or get it right, okay? I always like to go back to myself and when I was in the job site and you go out there to do a job, for instance, and I was in technical at Nestle and we have to fix these equipment, and there were times just like how when you came in here and you was all over the place, right? It's not that you're bad or you want it to be that way, you know. It's just that sometimes everything is not feeling right. You didn't sleep well or something didn't happen.
Well, it's just that everything is on your plate, and it comes down to when you think you've got staff or you've got people that you've put in place to execute things and they don't do it.
Right.
It comes down to you doing it.
Right.
If I believe,
Right.
if you are paying someone to do a job, because you can't do it all
Right.
alone, you could execute it, and that person becomes incompetent or persons become incompetent and you cannot rely on them.
Right, so
Then
you have
you've
to
made
take an action, right?
You have to, then you have to do it because the job has to be done.
Right. So we're not saying that we and I don't want people to say I am saying let them just do what they want. No. Everything has to be measured to some point, and when I say measure, there's success can be measured, okay, but failure can be measured too. But which one do you want to focus on? That's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
If you focus on the failure, you maximize that. So you are also drawing their attention to what they did wrong or what they can't do.
Yeah.
All I'm saying now, the way to do it is to focus on the success, right? And tell them, hey, look, you got this. Oh, yes, you are capable of doing this. Okay, so let's see, can you go back and do this? One of the best way, I remember when I was in Jamaica, I was there for...
I've got 1 minute to wrap up,
Right.
Robin, and I want to, yeah, we've got to wrap up.
Yeah, sure.
Our time is quite limited. I want to thank you kindly. We look forward to you joining us next week. I want to remind all of our listeners and all of our viewers, if you need a life coach, you need some sort of guidance, and please call Robin at 720-7090. It's very easy to remember, 720-7090. My sincere thanks and gratitude to Trinity Service Center Company Limited, Southern Main Road, St. Mary's Village in Karapi, Chaima, Agni Puja and Gift Shop, 25 St. Helena Village in Piaku. Please support our sponsors. Without them, this program will not be possible. So sincere thanks again to the management and staff of our sponsors. And here's wishing you all a successful and great day today with the blessings of God and guidance. This is where we've got to wrap things up. I want to remind you, please be mindful, respect the law of the land. Please wear your mask and sanitize. Also, out with the old, in with the new. That's the attitude. Keep smiling, be positive, and always know the best is yet to come. And here's reminding you that with God, all things are possible. Remember this. I am Zalisa Budising Rupani. I trust and hope that you would abstract the essence of what we spoke about today and apply it to your lives so that you will have better understanding and communication with your children. This way we'll have success. I am Zalisa Budising Rupani. Thank you so much for choosing us.